Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have a little bit of sad news that's been kind of plaguing up the gaming industry over here, because if you guys have had a chance to go and see, GameStop has actually been having a little bit of issues and a little bit of drama going on. Now, when it comes to GameStop, we actually had a very kind of sneaky, really kind of weird drop that happened a few days ago. Now, that drop itself was on like a 3 a.m. drop we talked about, kind of let people know about it, and it was very weird. It was for the brand new Horizon bundle consoles, so the PS5 Digital Horizon bundle, and the disc one, the $450, $550 bundles. Like even like Walmart themselves have had. We've seen up, in the PS Directs, all that type of stuff. But the one kind of, I think, bigger issue with a lot of this is more on the fact that, well, it was filled with a lot of canceled orders now, delayed, and almost kind of somewhat of a slap in the face for a lot of these things. I want to talk about this and kind of somewhat complain about GameStop because, well, they just haven't had a really good streak, I feel like, these past few weeks. So, if any of you guys are brand new, before we fully dive in the video, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc digital console controller, Twitter and Twitch stream down below, the Weeble and Coinbase down below, the nice little Samsung links down below, and all that good stuff too as well down below. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. So, as I mentioned, we had a little bit of a weird late night drop like 2 days ago, and ever since then, it's been plaguing with nothing but rough and bad stuff. Not a fan, not hyped up for it, don't like it. So the one big issue is that the drop actually went on a lot longer than we were expecting, which in traditional sense, we'd probably say that's a good thing. But, as I'm sure you guys probably know for all the restocks and gaming stuff and all of that, not the best news, not really that fun. So that's mainly because it kind of seemed like they weren't really allowing as much drops, and they just never really kind of cut it off. So a lot of people had a chance to order, like their payments got processed and orders got like all organized or whatever it may be. But the part two of that is, it just was like, it's kind of like if someone's trying to sell you 5 cars, but at the end of the day, they only have 3 cars, and they're like, yeah, we can totally sell you guys cars, totally. And then when all 5 people show up at once, they have to be like, sorry, Tim, you get this console, and like you and the new. It's kind of how that was. And they kind of messed up. So ever since that drop happened, a lot of people were obviously excited because it was 3 a.m. Like, I was kind of just thinking the drop itself was like, maybe just as late night, maybe like new console, no bots, like not as many scalpers up at 3 in the morning, which makes sense. People have normal jobs and stuff like that. They like to sleep. And apparently I was wrong. So kind of sad because I would have liked if it was just a huge, massive restock. But as of right now, that's what the drama lies into now. So with GameStop themselves, we have now seen 3 different major issues. Number 1, now a lot of these orders are kind of somewhat stuck on the processing side. So that's been kind of a rough vibe and rough deal because no one wants to deal with processing. No one wants to deal with these issues. No one wants to deal with like the weird limbo where you don't know if your console's coming. And that's because some consoles actually have already, I believe some of them already shipped, and some people might be already getting their consoles as of like this second. And I can tell just because from my own GameStop affiliates, they kind of mark it whenever it's like actually fulfilled and actually being sent on out. So just from my own information, I can see. And then as well, so those people who got the normal console, so like if they have the shipping and it's already on the shipping, you're probably good. Like you're probably gonna get your consoles, or if it's already paid from your bank and all that stuff. On the actual page when we made that video before, one was like processing, as in like waiting for stock. There's even like a little marker, like waiting for stock, waiting for inventory, waiting for all of that. And then like another one was like processing. We'll get to your order when we can. And then there was another order that was basically like, hey, it's all good. Here's your shipping information, here's the price, here's your confirmation code, here's your tracking number, good to go. So you can kind of tell pretty easily off of that, it's just 2 separate charms, which makes a lot of sense. At least to me, it makes a lot of sense. But then the part 2 of that is that some people that are on that processing side either are still stuck on processing, which that alone is bad because you just don't know. Like, especially if GameStop themselves are saying that they did not really meant to do that drop and didn't really want to do all this stock, that's a struggle. But now the part 3 of that is that some of the people that were on processing have now been getting canceled emails. So yeah, it's not really kind of cool too as well. We saw a few different things. We saw 2 things, one more on like the scalper side and one in general side. So we even have some of this over here. I know Lord tweeted this out where we have like due to limitation of product quantity, we will only be able to fulfill 1 order for the PlayStation 5 Horizon West console bundle, as this item is being offered as 1 per household. We will be canceling the multiple orders to leave 1 order. You will not be charged for the canceled orders. We appreciate your business and patience. If you require any additional assistance, we will be more than happy to assist you. So that first and foremost, that's fine. Like for me, like if someone has more than 1 console ordered, I don't mind. Like if you got your 1 and should be. I know some people out there though have like for their brothers or family, sister, uncles, friends, whatever. I get that. Totally get that. Like, that's a little bit of a smaller minority. A lot more of these are still scalpers and botters trying to get consoles, and it does kind of seem like a lot of these people were on that boat. So I would actually say a little bit of a thumbs up for GameStop for trying their best to calm down against botters and calm down against scalpers. Like, I'm cool with that. I like that. I vibe that. That's all cool. Like, good stuff. I love it. But the part two of this is we are actually even seeing now more emails from that, where some folks who only actually legitimately had one order, like they tweet out their entire like order summary on like their entire website, there's only one order, they were getting canceled. But part two of that is just normal, kind of a similar email that was like, hey, we're GameStop, we don't have enough stock, sorry, we're gonna have to cancel this order, there's nothing we can really do, the drop went out a little bit too long. And it's kind of weird because GameStop was giving out people like, I think, $25 gift cards, which, I mean, I think a lot of you guys could all collectively agree. I mean, like, it's, like, I don't know. Like, I get it. I don't want to be a beggar that, can't be a chooser or whatever the saying is. Like, I don't want to be a choosing beggar. But, like, I mean, if you're going through all this time, or you're up at 3 in the morning and, like, you woke up for this, and all you do is get a $25 gift card, I mean, it's better than nothing. True, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But, like, come on. Come on, GameStop. I'd rather them just maybe go and just put in a new order with Sony to try to get more stock and more movement and everything. I'd probably prefer that if I had to pick and choose, because that would probably lead towards more stock available, more movement available, and at the end of the day, it'd probably be really nice. Like, as to me, I'd probably be down with that. So, yeah, it's kind of a mess up, because we know that GameStop messed up because they didn't have enough stock. That's just number one. We know that GameStop messed up because they kept the drop going for way too long when they didn't even have the stock. And then number three, they're messing up because they're not fully canceling orders that either should be or just as well not trying to fulfill future stock. And it kind of makes me sad because, like I said, sometimes we have people that are up until 3 in the morning, or they get woken up by these pings or announcements or whatever, and it kind of stinks. Like, no one wants that. No one wants to vibe that. No one wants to do whatever. That's not good. No one likes that. It's not a good vibe. But like I said, at least they did offer something. But I don't like the cancel. Like, no one likes canceled emails. Like, right now, we're probably even having some canceled orders from the Walmart drop that happened today. No one wants that. We're probably going to be having some people who had issues with their processing and maybe even their banks canceling orders. No one wants that. And when it comes to GameStop, too, the fact that we're seeing kind of a big amount of stock when it comes to canceled orders in, like, GameStop, like, basically making sure the drop wasn't good, that's not a fun vibe. No one likes that. No one wants to be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of that. I'd rather go and have a proper, good, legitimate restock that is good and works good and, like, people get the stock, even if it's smaller, because it's even more worse, I think, that you think you get your console after all this time, and then at the end of the day, you still have a canceled order and you can't do anything with it. It's not good. No one likes it. It's not a vibe. Like, I just generally don't think it's cool, So it kind of stinks. And as well, we also had the issue, too, where, at least for this drop, it was also at 3 in the morning. Like, just like, I know this was like 2 days ago, but it does kind of bother me. And we all even had, like, other, like, even support, too, as well, where some people will get their consoles. Like, they actually might even have it by, like, literally in the next 2 days, which I think is sick. Like, I love seeing the fact that, well, we saw a lot of consoles, we saw a lot of drop, we saw a lot of things going on in general. Like, I think that's awesome and cool. So at the end of the day, that's a big thumbs up for me. Like, I love that. I love seeing that vibe. It's cool. It's very, very cool. And, like, we saw a lot of folks, too, as well. Some are getting, like, on the 6th, some are getting on the 8th, some are getting on the 4th. Like, at the end of the day, it's all around just a good vibe. I love it. I love seeing this. But that's why I kind of think it's kind of a big struggle where some people are just having struggles. I mean, even some people are trying to contact, like, support and be like, hey, did all the PS5 Horizon orders from this morning get canceled? Or just from the people who purchased more than one? And then we even had, like, live chat people saying, like, hey, the drop wasn't even supposed to go live. So currently that is being looked into. Orders will likely be canceled. I do apologize. So, like, even when the live chat supporters are still saying this stuff and doing this stuff, that's not fun. Like, no one likes that vibe. No one likes that weird stuff. It's just not. No one likes canceled orders, and it is kind of a big mess up. And on top of that, too, I think this last walk-in event for the PlayStation 5 as well was kind of a little bit of a slog, too. Where we saw a lot of issues, we saw a lot of drama, we saw a lot of just problems with it overall, and no one likes that. Like, I don't even like that. It's not a fun time. No one likes that vibe. So at the end of the day, I do think GameStop, especially for this week, has been a big thumbs down. Like, I don't like how they're messing up. I don't like employees are messing up. I don't like how vibes are getting messed up. It's just not cool. Like, I'm not a fan. I don't like this at all. So kind of give me your thoughts and comments down below. Was your order canceled? Do you have any issues with your Walmart drop? Do you have any issues with Amazon as well? Also, Amazon links down below. I just want to say I appreciate you guys all so much for watching in the first place. You guys are all beautiful. You guys are all lovely. And yeah, we'll see you guys for more videos probably tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that as well. I appreciate you guys all so much for everything. You have the Amazon links down below. Sign up for your invitation. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream down below. We have the Weeble and Coinbase down below. We have everything down below. The monitors as well down below. The giveaways as well down below. I appreciate you guys all so much for watching in the first place. And we'll see you guys later on as well. Love you guys.